Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2021 and Hammer Time with West Ham, and you join me on the staff screen where we have managed to fill everything out because I've made a big change, something that I've never actually done on FM. We'll get into the match a little bit later on. It's Man United at home today, but I've made a big change to how I play the game, and that is that before, when I was hiring coaches and scouts and other staff members, I used to go into the staff search and just try and find the best staff member I could for the role. So I'd sort the attributes by, like for a scout, judging ability and potential. So I've changed things up. What I'm doing now is I'm only hiring staff members that apply for the roles, which is how it should be done. I don't think there should be a staff search screen unless you're searching for a specific staff member. But I think from now on, I'm only going to be recruiting staff that actually apply for the roles that I'm advertising. That's the only way it should be done. But anyway, let's get into the matches that were played then. Last episode, we lost 1-0 at home to Manchester City, our first league game of the season. Didn't do especially well. We barely created anything ourselves. But, you know, we kept City up for most of the game. And it wasn't until the 86th minute that they scored. And it was Bernardo Silva. So, do you know what? It's not a bad result against a very, very good Man City side. We kept them quiet for a while, but conceded late on. We actually ended up playing 6 matches off camera because we got through in the Carabao Cup second round. We won 4-0 against Southampton, and 3 of those 4 came from Yarmolenko, and all 4 goals in the first 32 minutes. Second half, we just flew by. But yeah, 4-0 against Southampton. I don't know where this came from, but it was fantastic. Yeah, Yarmolenko with 2 goals in the first 11 minutes. And then Declan Rice bundled a goal in on 23 minutes. And then Yarmolenko completed his hat-trick. So, bit of a crazy one, this one. I mean, XG of 1.6. We scored 4. I mean, it shows, you know, just how clinical we were. Southampton could have had a goal, but they didn't get one. So yeah, fantastic result. That gave us a tie against Sheffield United in round 3, which we'll get to in a second. Then we took on Brighton at the Amex in our first away league game of the season, and we won 1-0, but we left it very, very late, and it was the substitute Mario Balotelli scoring to give us that win in the 95th minute. There was meant to be 4 minutes of injury time. It overran a little bit, and Balotelli scored late on, set up by, I think it was Buendia as well, the 2 new signings linking together to get the goal. I mean, it was very late on, and I think we were the better team. Brighton weren't bad. I think a draw could have been fair for them, but we got the 1-0 win, and it was Balotelli getting the goal, which is nice because I wasn't sure how this was going to go, and Balotelli getting that winning goal was a nice thing to see. I mean, looking at the match stats throughout, it looks like we were the better team. Like, Brighton had a good few shots on target, but 6 long shots. So, you know, they could have created more with their shots, but they weren't great. Fabianski was fantastic in goal as well. Then we had that Carabao Cup game against Sheffield United. We lost 1-0 at home. Don't really know how to explain this one. We went from winning 4-0 against Southampton to losing at home to the Blade. Ollie McBurney scored the only goal on 73 minutes. It was a pretty close game. We had lots of possession, 5 shots on target to their 2, and again, the XG, Sheffield United, slightly better. Balotelli started, didn't really do too well. Randolph got a 6.2. So unfortunately, our League Cup campaign ends at round 3. They're expecting us to get to round 4, so we haven't quite achieved what we wanted there. Then we got a great result at the King Power Stadium against Leicester City as well. 2-1 away from home. And again, coming from behind to win 2-1. And it was Balotelli with the winner once again. A game where we started slowly. Leicester took the lead through Cengiz Under in 16 minutes. So a fairly early goal for the Foxes, but we slowly came into the game, got an equaliser just before half time, and it was Jared Bowen with his first league goal of the season. And then in the second half, Balotelli with the winning goal, 77th minute. He also set up Bowen for his goal as well, so a great performance by our new striker there. And again, I think we came into the game slowly. Leicester had that early goal, but after that, it didn't really do too much. So I think that was a great result away from home. Really, really pleased with that one. Then once again, we left it late as we won 1-0. This time it was a home game against Crystal Palace. A game of few chances, very close. I think, again, Palace unlucky not to get a point from this one. But, you know, we hit the post as well as got a goal. So we may have just edged it. But Palace, again, could have had a goal if they'd have, you know, had a bit of luck their way. They ended the match with 10 men as Milivojevic picked up a second booking. That was just over 10 minutes from time. And then it was Thomas Souček off the bench getting the only goal, and that was 4 minutes from time. So again, we left it late to get the 1-0 win, much like we did against Brighton. Hopefully we can win some of these matches a bit more convincingly, because against teams like Palace and Brighton, we want to be getting these wins, which we are. But at the same time, we need to be getting more goals, really. The board want attacking football. We're not really able to do that because, you know, we're going to be one of the teams that are going to be hopefully safe, but we're going to be in the bottom half probably. Although we started very, very well. The board are asking us to play attacking football, but every time we go to the pre-match stuff, it's saying to play like counter-attacking. Against Man City, it was saying play very defensive, so we can't do both. Then it was our first draw of the season as we shared the points with Newcastle. I think a fair result. We had more shots on target than them, but not a great deal of big chances. We equalised after Ryan Fraser scored for Newcastle, and it was Sebastian Haller with his first league goal of the season to equalise for us on 75 minutes. He missed a few games due to injury, which is why Balotelli started and Antonio started. Antonio also then got injured. So it's a good thing Balotelli was brought in because we lost Haller, we moved Antonio up front, and he then got injured. So we've had a few casualties so far this season. West Ham do tend to get a lot of injuries, but hopefully they will die down a little bit. But a fair result, I think, against Newcastle. Other than the goal each, there wasn't really a great deal else. So yeah, a fair result there, I think. So that does mean that since that defeat to Man City on the opening day, we are unbeaten in the league with 3 wins and 1 draw. We did go out against Sheffield United, which was a shame. But we've got Man United today at home. They are unbeaten and they're top. So this is going to be another tough match. After this, we will try and get some more winnable games off camera. I think next time we'll go ahead to West Brom in December. So after 5 games, we are in 6th place with 10 points. So we're averaging 2 points a game, which isn't too bad. I think that's pretty good going, actually. Down the bottom of the table, Spurs have had a pretty miserable start. They haven't won a game yet. Fulham and Wolves on just the 1 point. Going into the transfer window, we've loaned a few players out. We've also sold a couple of players. Odebeko, the young striker, has gone to Norwich for a bit of money. Nathan Holland has gone to Bordeaux. And we have signed Javan Anderson from Lazio. Wasn't sure if it was going to go over the line. He's an alright player. Technically, I think he's not all there, but physically he's good, and mentally, you know, great off the ball and very determined. He's a perfectionist in his personality. He's only cost £1.1 million, and there'll be a little bit of add-ons, which will send it up to about 1.5. But tactic-wise, I think we're doing really well with this shape, with this 3 at the back. It's working really, really well. As you saw, we've been unbeaten in the league since the City game. I think there's a few things we can tweak in the instructions, but I think this shape really does work. And like in the middle of games as well, we have been bringing these wing backs backwards. We have been pushing Rice up into central midfield. So I think in terms of the shape, I think we've nailed it. But I think there's just a few tweaks we can make here and there. And I've also got to set up set pieces as well, because I haven't done that. Okay, so Anderson, the player that we've just signed, got an ankle injury days after being confirmed. Antonio still not quite fit to play. And Bowen probably fit enough to make the bench if we really need him, but we'll have a look. Okay, so if we can win this game, we will go up to 4th. But it's going to be a difficult one. United need to get a win to go back on top of the table. I think we are going to drop the lines a bit deeper for this one. We're going to stay cautious. We're not going to go defensive. We're going to go cautious. Okay, this is what we're going to go with against Man United then. Fabianski will start in goal. Back 3 of Rice, Diop and Balbuena. Masuaku and Kufal will be the wing backs. Masuaku's been alright. Crespo's been a bit disappointing so far. Not really had the impact we would have liked. We're going to reward Souček with his first start of the season alongside Mark Noble, the captain. Fornals is going to be on the bench, but I'm sure he will come on at some point. Benrahma and Buendia will be the wide players for this one, and Haller will start up front. We have Balotelli on the bench for if Haller doesn't quite work out. We have Yarmolenko and Bowen in wide areas, Fredericks, Ogbonna and Crespo defensively as well. Got a good setup. We're missing a few players, but this is, you know, it's a good team. Hopefully we'll do okay. So Man United then with De Gea in goal and a back 4 of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Telles. McTominay, Pogba, Martial, Van der Beek, Rashford and Cavani make up the rest of the 11. No new signings that I can see in the first 11 for United, so looking like this is what they're going to go with. Do you know what? We've been playing well so far. And the media have given us some credit. So we're going to go for that one. They seem motivated. That's good. I'm not going to add anything else. I think that's a good team talk. We're in good form. Let's see how we can do. No Bruno Fernandes for Man United, I just noticed as well. So maybe a bit of an injury for Bruno. But let's see how the game goes. I mean, 35 minutes. We haven't had a highlight yet. We're still waiting for a highlight. So far, not going the way we wanted. There hasn't really been anything. There's been nothing to talk about. Half time, 0-0. Nothing has happened. This is a mess. What am I supposed to get from this? It's so small. Okay, it's alright so far, but this happened against Man City. We kept it goalless, and then they scored late on. They've had 12 shots, we've had 4, but again, they haven't really created too much. No chances at all for United. It's been a very quiet game. We're going to do the same team talk. Say the media have given us a lot of praise before. We haven't been bad so far. A goal would really change things. Hopefully we can see some highlights at some point though, because I don't really want a game with 0 highlights. Here we go, Benrahma. Again, I need to fix my camera height because it resets it every game. Again, it's something that's been brought up before. Benrahma with the free kick, and it's headed away by Victor Lindelof. And Kufal's going to hopefully win this. Why didn't he go for the ball? He was trying to stop Rashford. Here comes Marcus Rashford, and here's Cavani. And Fabianski didn't move. Cavani scores. 1-0 Man United. We're going to go direct. And we are also going to go attacking. Corner for United with Tellez. And it's a header. And it's in again. And it's Martial. It's 2-0 United. I mean, United are good and they're unbeaten. But that first goal, gave them the confidence. And then they put this one in. The kit looks dreadful. The black and white zebra stripes. Sorry, I'm English. Okay, Bowen is on for Buendia. And I'm going to bring on Fornals for Rice, who past couple of games has not really done what I wanted him to. Here's Thomas Souček. Could get a goal back here. Masuaku's forward. Can he put something in for us and get us a goal back? No, it's a blocked cross. And here's Martial. Noble to Bowen. Bowen still got it. Can he set up Balotelli? He can, and it's in. No, it's Haller. Sorry, it's not Balotelli. Haller starting. But Sebastian Haller gets his second goal of the season. It's 2-1. Still a chance for us to get something from this. We've got a goal back. That's important. That's our first goal on camera because we didn't score against Man City. But Bowen stands on his feet, stays on his feet. Haller shoots. De Gea gets a hand to it, but can't stop it from going in. 2-1. Right, encourage after that. And we've got a corner. 68 minutes, not long after the goal. It's, is it a handball? I think this is going to VAR because I think McTominay may have handled it. Oh, this is interesting. Checking the penalty review. We got a penalty. Okay, I'm assuming this is Mark Noble. It is. Can Noble equalise from the spot here? Yes, he can. That's a good penalty. And it's 2-2. We've come from 2-0 down. And there's been 4 goals in the second half in about 25 minutes. Suddenly, this game has come to life. Mark Noble, that's a cracking penalty. But there was McTominay handling in the box. Right, we're going to go defensive now. We're going to try and hold on to this. 73 minutes played. Can we hold on and get this a big point here? Less than 10 minutes to go. We are staying defensive. It's been a very close game. A draw is a good result for us, and I think a fair result. We've got one more change to make. I think we're going to bring off Benrahma, and we're going to bring on Yarmolenko, who I think is left-footed. He is left-footed. So we'll have him on wing support. I think we may have done enough. Yes, that's our first point on camera. That's a good result, actually. Against Man United from 2-0 down. And, yeah, fantastic result. The substitutions were good. Rice, all 3 had bad games. Rice has disappointed for a couple of matches. Buendia has his moments, but today didn't really do too much. And Benrahma, 6.4. Fabianski in goal as well. Was best performer for us. Man United with 10 shots on target, but again, only 1.4 XG from 22 shots. We had chances and we took them. 2-2 from the spot as well. I think it was a handball by McTominay, and it's the first VAR on camera. I like the new VAR. I actually really like it that it's on the screen. It's much quicker because when the referee goes over to the screen, I think that's probably still going to be a thing. I like the fact you can see the VAR decision on screen. It's not just looking at the referee and waiting for the text along the bottom. I like it. With outstretched arms, well done, lads. You've proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat there. That's a really good point. The fans have reacted well, all 2 of them. So that's 5 unbeaten now after that. So we're looking really, really good. Okay, so I think we will do West Brom, as we said, in our next match, next episode. Off camera, we have Everton away, Villa at home, Southampton away, Fulham at home, and then Tottenham away. So yeah, hopefully we can get some more points and keep this run going. And when we get to Spurs, that's going to be tough. But Everton away from home as well. How have Everton started? Of course, they were flying high at the start. Where are they? God, they haven't started very well, actually. 4 points from 6 games. Have they won a game yet? They beat Fulham, which isn't saying much. But for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like down below, leave comments if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. From now, we are going to be going back to our 3-a-week schedule. So tomorrow, Saturday, there will not be a video, and the next one will be on Sunday. And then we're going to go back to our Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday schedule. Because it was beta week and because I'm off this week, I have lots more time to put stuff out. So we did get 4 days in a row of videos over here. And after next week as well, we'll be going back to gaming content on the second channel if you're still waiting for that. So that will start up again in about a week or so, just over a week. But yeah, that's the plan for the next sort of few days. And Thursday as well, I'm going to be introducing something a bit different. So stay tuned for Thursday's video as well. I'm going to have a new feature at the end of that. But yeah, that's it for now. We've got a good point today. That was really, really good against United to come from behind like that. Very happy. West Brom next. Hopefully we can get something from that. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.